There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. And our dreams, and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart, like why are we here and where do we go? And why
don't you tell us what were your parents' names?
Father's name was Dr. Franklin Irving Shroyer. My mother is Mariana Barbara Josse Shroyer.
Did you have any best friends in the neighborhood?
Oh, sure.
Tell me about them.
Oh, they were neighbor boys, neighbor kids, and we had a little group that we always ran around together.
Do you have any nicknames?
Only Bud.
And how did you get that nickname?
The kids, brothers, Mary Catherine and Franklin couldn't pronounce Irving, so it ended up being Bud. How they came up with that, I don't know.
You had a big dog?
A king?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came to my breastbone. But now you gotta remember I was about 6, so he came to my mid thigh, actually. But I can remember he was black with a big white streak down his throat and a white the tip of his tail.
And you talked about coming up to the farm from Oakwood. That would be the house over here on Swales?
Yeah,
the farm across the street.
Mother's house was at that time just a summer home. It had a kitchen and living room, dining room, sun porch, and so we come up and spend the summers there. In fact, in the year of the Depression in '32, we spent the whole winter there, and it didn't have any central heating. So Dad had put in a floor furnace and a hole in the ceiling above the floor furnace, and that's what heated the house. And I can remember it was cold. I was only.
Why'd you spend the winter up here?
In 1932, there was a depression, and nobody had any money and anything, and Dad rented our house in Dayton to a family, and we came up here and lived here so that he had some income.
Now, did you ever meet either of the Wright brothers?
No, but I saw the one Wright brother. I think it was whichever one lived the longest. I can't remember which was Wilbur or Orville. But when Franklin Delano Roosevelt was running for president, he drove through Oakwood in an open convertible ride with one of the Wright brothers, and we stood on the corner and was waving at him. It's about as close as I ever got to him.
Well, I mean, they lived in your neighborhood, though, right?
Oh yeah, they were within 4 or 5 blocks of our house.
I mean, what was the name of your high school?
Oakwood High School.
Okay. You started off college where? What college?
Ohio State.
At Ohio State.
Yeah.
And how many years did you go to Ohio State?
I was up there 1 year, and Dad had an accident and broke his hip, and he couldn't get around much. And the next year, I transferred to UD, and then I was close enough to come to the farm and manage the farms for Dad.
So tell me about your first job.
November 1950. So it was a chemist. I had to take steel filings and dissolve them into a liquid and analyze them for phosphorus or the amount of phosphorus or silicon. Or
started to work at Armco. You hadn't met Mom yet.
No.
So that was after. But you met her while you were working at Armco?
Yeah. Dean met her at a party and came home and said there's a girl he thought I'd like to meet. And I met her. We dated.
What kind of things would you guys like to go out and do together? I mean, did you go to movies or dinner or these dances?
The cotillion club dances and the movies and
we did everything together.
So who are your friends that you would bowl with?
Oh, geez,
Me.
I bowled for 50 years, so who knows? But your Uncle Pete has bowled on the same team with me for the last 30 years, I think. I come down here at the farm about every day on that. The farm keeps me busy. If I don't do anything else than come down here and go down and sit in a tree stand and watch the deer go by, it's enjoyable.
Tree
But
stand.
during the summertime, I got grass to mow and garden to weed, and I never.
And all of these moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. But I know that they'll be gone when the morning light sings or brings new things. For tomorrow night you see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I have to do. But if all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene, I'd be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. We're somewhere in between together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey now and when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time, and there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say. But I will still tell you one thing, we're better together.